Hi, everyone. This is Jeffrey. This is Red Color. And this is the reading for the solar eclipse, which is the 2nd of October. The 2nd of October. Okay. I really wanted to do live on YouTube, but it just doesn't work anymore. The webcam isn't attached. Go figure. I have no idea how to fix it. None. No idea. Um, I'm not even looking up the instructions because it's intuitive. In other words, it's not going to fucking work. I love technology. All right. You know what it feels like? It feels like your relationship. This is the energy that I'm getting. Maybe it's just what's going on with me. Usually is, and then it kind of interprets into the video. Your relationship with yourself is changing. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with you, in relation to the world around you. So that could mean your family, your friends, your work, uh, your community, and your community could be as big or as small as, both, all of it. That's what it feels like. It feels like your relationship, your understanding of yourself in terms of how you interact and relate, etc., with others and with yourself is shifting, is metamorphosizing. Is that a word? I really wanted to do live. So I'm going to join StreamYard, I think. Well, I'm going to try it. Maybe the webcam will work on that. It's so weird. Like I've been guest at someone else's thing and it seems to work. Well, how come it doesn't work on YouTube? Whatever. No, it's so simple. You just do these 700 million things. It's so simple. Sorry. So strange. All right. So let me throw some cards. Oh, by the way, I always talk about my personal stuff, and either you like it or you don't. Everything worked out with the apartment. Like I don't really get it at all. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, I'm staying here. Rent went up, which I knew it was gonna. And so I'm really relieved because it's like to move would have been a whole thing. Would have been a whole thing. And so I'm really relieved. I'm really relieved. But it's got me to thinking because last year I went through the same bullshit. And I'm going to start looking for something else, for something else. See what happens. All right. I better turn off my phone because it's going to go off as I'm doing the video. You know it will. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. Oh, and Nancy and I are starting the classes on October 8th, which is Tuesday. Okay, come on. Sorry about that. Oh, God. Wonderful. I'm going to switch my phone too. I'm going to switch to a Mexican number. It's much cheaper. It's much cheaper. And I need a new phone anyway. This phone is really old and it turns itself on and off, literally. Literally turns itself on and off. Okay. I can't believe like I had to go through all this and worry and blah, 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 all for naught. All for naught. But you know what? It's stable. I'm grateful. I don't have to move all my stuff. I don't have to get rid of stuff, etc. And yeah. Okay, let me just throw cards. Enough already. All right. Not bad. The six, it all shows up as you need it. Like, I have some things written on my refrigerator. Everything I want and need, I have. That's what this is about. And it's about community. It's about um, giving and receiving in equal measure. And then I have strength, which is really great. Yeah, so this is about your understanding of community, just like I was talking about, right? So it's like, well, maybe I understand that it's not balanced. Maybe I'm not in balance and maybe I need to be more balanced. in terms of maybe I give out too much. You know, maybe in one relationship, all I do is give, give, give. Another relationship, all I do is receive, receive, receive. And it's like, well, maybe they can both change a little bit, right? And then I have the card of strength, which is like, you know, it's the union of body and mind. So it's also this union. It's like maybe your body has the answer of where, you know, like maybe you're giving to somebody and it doesn't feel right in your body, or somebody is giving something to you, but it's sort of like, I don't know, it doesn't, it feels like maybe there's a string attached, or it feels like, what do you want from me? And I think you're going to be able to be more in touch with that stuff. Um, okay, this is what I just got, because this is really spirit, right? And, you know, with the eternal, so it's really your soul, it's your oversoul, your higher self coming in and taming you and uniting with you. So it could also bring information, and bring information in the heart, because it's strength card, which is lion, right? Heart. And, you know, you might get some information about yourself, or see yourself giving where it's not appreciated, or etc. Because this is the way it feels the whole reading. And don't be defensive. Like sometimes we see things and it's like, okay, this is information. This is information. This is what I need to change. This is what I need to, I don't know, look at. Yeah, the end of a way of thinking that can't be revived. That means a new dawn is rising because something is done mentally. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This could, you know what it feels like? It feels like this is walking away from relationships. And it's the eclipse card too. Um, that used to be satisfying. You know, sometimes we just go in different ways. Sometimes, and, you know, I don't know, sometimes it feels like, you know, you have a friendship, or a love relationship, or even a business thing. And I don't know, all of a sudden you start thinking a different way, or they start thinking a different way, or their behavior changes, or yours does. And you know, I think sometimes we, you know, because, you know, from the movies or something, oh, it's supposed to last forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. That's really rare. That's really rare. I have a piece of woven fabric that I bought in Oaxaca, which is one of the Mexican states. It's further south, famous for food. It's like the food one. Well, they all are, but that one in particular. And there's the Zacatecas live there, and it's a woven. I would take it off the wall, but it's just too much work. And it's like two birds facing each other, another two birds facing each other, another turd, and it's the tree of life. And the understanding is, and it's funny because I was thinking about it the day or two ago. Like, okay, so you're born. Let's say that's your mom and dad, and then maybe those are the friends in school when you're young, or your siblings, say. And then the third, and it's like it goes through phases, you know, because the colors of the birds change. And, you know, sometimes, you know, people are, you are have a relationship with people for a season. And sometimes a season is you meet them once and they give you information, or you give them information. Sometimes a season is 6 months, a year, 2 years, right? Maybe somebody you worked with, and then, you know, they sort of fade away. Or, but that's the normal course of events, you know. It feels like you're walking away from something that was satisfying toward your passion, toward your passion. Yeah. And maybe you're going to be able to see, this is my second seven, so sevens are about confidence. Maybe you're going to be able to see things clearly that you haven't seen before, because you know how they say love is blind, you know. Or sometimes, you know, you put up with something, or people put up with you, and then either you don't put up with them or they don't put up with you. It's like I'm kind of tired of this. Yeah. You know what I'm getting? So he's the businessman. He knows how to make things grow. He knows how to be stable. He knows how to be healthy. He knows how to be secure. He knows all those things. He has the knowledge. So maybe the people you were hanging around with didn't have that knowledge, and you're going after that knowledge. What I'm getting is this real boost of self-esteem, self-confidence, self-love, self-acceptance, self nourishment, self, all that. That sort of, not in a selfish way, but in a balanced, um, realistic way. Okay. Yeah. The wheel is turning. So that's a 10. It's my second 10. Um, 10s are about completion. And the Wheel of Fortune is the way I understand the Wheel of Fortune is that it's evolution of the soul. It's like I in this cycle, I learned the lesson, it's over, and now it's time for a new cycle, a new lesson, right? And Nancy and I read together. And Nancy's interpretation of the Wheel of Fortune is this energy of like the wheel is spinning. I mean, that's really a big part of this. So there's a lot of movement in this card. And it's best to be in the middle. It's best to be in your heart. It's best to be in your own body because it's like that centrifugal force thing. So if you're here, right, on the outskirts of your own light, of your own desire, of your own self-care, you'll fly away, you know what I mean? Because it goes right. And then the middle, it's like a hurricane. The middle is calm. They used to have those rides at the the amusement park where it's a round cylindrical sort of room, and then they would spin it, and you stick to the wall, and then they drop the bottom. Right? It was fun actually. The most fun part about it is watching the people across from you in their hair or whatever, their clothing, and like they would sink, you know. That was the most fun. All right. Yeah. You're getting out of your own way. You're going to release yourself from this bondage of, what I'm getting? Like a codependency, Oh, well, I have to do it because they're my brother. I have to do it because it's my boss. Or maybe they feel the same way about you, Or I owe it to, and it feels like, no, I don't, you know, because sometimes I think we impose these, I don't know, chains on ourselves. And it's like, so, and that's my second 8. So I have a lot of like, it's like the energy is uh, being supported, right? 8s, 7s, 8s, 10s. Let's see if we get 3 of something. The angel of healing is here. The angel of rebalance is here. This is really about a rebalance. And it's Raphael. It's really, help me, you make a prayer. You get quiet with yourself and it's like, help me to be more balanced in my relationships so that I don't take advantage of people and nobody takes advantage of me for my own highest good, for their highest good, right? And healing, which is wholeness. My highest healing, your highest healing. Yeah. There's a revelation, there's like a severing, but the severing, I just did this on Tarot Tuesdays like a week or two ago. The severing leads to like a new light, a new understanding, a solution. The solution really feels like this really feels like personal, like could be your best friend, it could be somebody in your family, could be where you work, It could be something interesting, really interesting. And then a new story begins. You're free, and you're free. He feels very free today. Okay. I'm going to throw a few more. I really loved doing lives. Maybe I'll have a guest who's techie who can help me figure it out because I can't. And then, when I look it up, it's like, they automatically assume that the webcam is on. It's like, no, it's not. And I don't know how to turn it on, but obviously the webcam is working. So, I don't know. Just really don't know. I'd miss doing the lives. I mean, I can't see right now to get the second cataract operation. I tell you, email is like really, really a challenge. Like I can do it, but it takes a long time in numbers. Forget it. Right. You're loved and supported. And this is what, okay. So, I don't know if you follow me, but I had this thing with my apartment. I couldn't stay, whatever. And then I was kind of and then when they said I could stay, I said, well, let me think about it. I don't want to jump. And I wanted them to be like, oh, maybe we did the wrong thing. It's like, yeah, you did the wrong thing. And I go to the park, and it was kind of like raining because we had not an earthquake. We had there was a hurricane that hit Acapulco. So it came, like, we got like the outskirts of the rain, but it was plenty of rain, but it wasn't like torrential or anything, but it was like days. And so it was raining in the park. And I go there because I listen to the trees and I'm with my umbrella and I'm walking in the mud. And I'm like, yeah, I need a really clear answer, very demanding. And I was like, I need for you to tell me, is it yes or is it no? Should I stay or should I go? And the answer was, you got to hear this. This is great. It doesn't matter what decision you make. We're always here for you. We will support you in whatever you decide to do. And that's what this card is. That's what this is about. This is about unconditional love and support and to allow yourself to be beloved. And then afterwards, there's this fountain there that it almost looks like the Ace of Cups. It has like a stem, and then it's like a chalice, but it's shaped like flowers, like petals, sort of elongated, but like a tip. And then some of them, it's like concrete or stone or something, and they go like that. So then the water flows down, and it's a lovely fountain. It's very simple, but it's really lovely, and the water flows nicely, And then we like sit over here by the flowing water, and flowing water is very powerful. Flowing water is super powerful. To meditate on that is super powerful because it's really the energy of the Ace of Cups. It's this overflowing love. That's really the energy of this water, is the energy of love, actually. So they'd cut off a tree. It was just a stump. It was like a perfect place to sit. And there was nobody. I mean, there's never anyone there anyway. But it was like there was really no one there because it was raining. And I'm sitting on this stump as opposed to in the mud. And they were like, just take it in. Just take in that you're loved and that you're going to be okay no matter what happens. And with an apartment, without an apartment, etc. And just take that in. So I did, and I think I probably need to sit by that fountain more often. And that one I know where it is. The park is so big, so much I'm so lost, which is good. But that's the energy. It's like, well, how can I, tell this person no, I won't be loved, right? That, because sometimes I think it comes down to that base thing. And it's just started raining again, by the way. And it's like, know that you're loved and supported with or without that person or those people in your life. Yeah. And then go out and meet new people, go out and do new things, go out and be creative. Because sometimes, when we sever a relationship, it's like there's a freedom. There's like, well, I don't have to do that anymore. So maybe now I have time for myself. I have time for my own creative projects. I have time to do what I want to do. So, today is a very lazy day for me. And, I went through a lot this week and I took care of everything. And, I have guests and they're super cool and they're leaving tomorrow. And it's like everything is sorted. And then I went and bought food because I knew it was going to rain. And it's like you took care of everything. And I have food in the house. And it's like take a nap. So that's what I'm going to do. Do the video, take a nap. So that's what I'm going to do. 9. I really want a number. I want what I want. Very interesting. All right. Sorry, I was looking at all the cards because they have to go together. This is really about like, I don't want to feel trapped. I put a line in the sand. This is like a boundary card. It's like I put a line in the sand. So sometimes, because I can get a little dramatic, I can get more than a little dramatic. And sometimes when maybe a piece or an energy in the relationship is severed, it's like we're still, let's say it's a sibling, we're still siblings, but I can't lend you any more money. We're done with that. We're done with that. I'd like, no, I love you. I'll see you whenever we usually see each other. Maybe we'll still talk on the phone or talk on the phone less or whatever it is. But there's something there's a boundary that's put up. I feel like you're going to put up the boundary. I feel like you're going to put up the boundary. And I think it'll be good. I think it'll be really good. So as I went into my zone, I'm looking at the majors that are up. And the majors that are here are the Fool, which is a new start. Strength, I'm saying them in order actually. Strength, which is about union of body and mind, listening to your body, listening to your soul, allowing spirit. And I have 2 angels here, by the way. One of them is you, basically, your higher self, your eternal self, coming in and saying, it'll be all right. You're strong enough to do this. And then I have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a change, right? For your benefit. Usually the Wheel of Fortune is like things are shifting and changing. The cycle is done and now a new cycle begins, but it's almost like a card of luck, right? And the other thing about the Wheel of Fortune is that we have the 4 fixed signs here. Some people read them as the 4, they call it Christianity, Luke, John, Mark, all that. But it's the 4 fixed signs. So it's a permanent change. I always understand that as a permanent because fixed energy is more solid, grounded, permanent, because that's what the astrology wheel is based in. It's like those are the 4 fixed stars that never really move. So they were able to like kind of put things together. And from that, the whole wheel came. So it's the fixed signs, and the fixed signs like symbolize the mid, like we're not really there, but because we just started Libra, but Scorpio is mid-fall, mid-spring, mid-summer, mid-winter. And it's this energy of like really digging in, really being in the middle of it, solid foundation in a way. And kind of stubborn, kind of focused, not moving. So there's this energy of, you're setting up a new rule, the new boundary that's like, this is set. Like, oh, but even though you said you couldn't lend me money, it's just another 1,000. No. Mm, right. And then I have Raphael coming in being the alchemist. And that's about combining energy. And so alchemy, it's like turning lead into gold, all that means. It's really like it's emotional and spiritual. It's not necessarily physical. Because believe me, if I could figure out how to turn lead into gold, you'd probably see me a lot less on YouTube. Um, it's really about taking the thing that the lead is really heavy, right? The lead is like a burden, right? And somehow um, morphing it into something valuable, into something that lasts, into something that's beautiful, into something that's precious. Mm. So, and sometimes, that those lessons and those, I don't know, experiences that we have that we carry around like lead, once they're morphed, transmuted, they become something super valuable. It's like, oh, I really learned how to stick up for myself. I really learned how to unburden myself. I really learned how to be lighter. So that's the energy of the solar eclipse on the 2nd of October. Let me show you the cards. Away we go. You're loved and supported in your healing. Be confident that you have the strength to rebalance, to let go of old ideas, and to walk away from things that were illusory, that maybe broke your heart, but there's a revelation there where you're going to be able to like take part in your creativity in a new way because you set up a boundary and now you can go off in a light, um, optimistic way because you've unleashed yourself from your own mental bondage so that you could move forward in your evolution toward your health and security and maybe even financial wealth. Very interesting. Interesting little reading. I always say that. Anyway, so please come and join our class. Go check out my meditations. If you want to do a healing, help you to move energy, I can help you with that. We can help your angels and guides. And I have readings. Readings actually act. I have the 3-month reading on sale. Go check it out. Check out Nancy and me, Nancy and I and Nancy, la 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 la. And I'm doing this on Sunday. I don't even know if I have the energy to make the thumb. I can't really see so well. I mean, I could see this because it's far. And this is big enough. I know what it looks like. But like making a thumbnail is like quite something. So I really have to wait until I have the operation. So I might do that tomorrow because honestly, boundary, I'm taking a nap. Can't wait. It's rainy. Perfect day for a nap. Blessings. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching the video. And see you soon. Bye.